Man, I always hated this beat. And it just like never ends. Yeah, I'm sitting at my desk. Yeah, I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm always on the machine. Caterpillars and a growing a cocoon before I started flying for you. Caterpillar turn to go in a cocoon before a butterfly in you. Caterpillar turn to go in a cocoon. Man, she killed that. Better nickel before a butterfly. Oh no. Constriction closer. Ain't that but how gonna sensation? Hey, Ain't that something? But you know what you wanna do now. Okay. See, I gotta put a bass line in this. I haven't yet, and I got to. Which one? The one before that? Or this? I mean. I don't know. I was on some dark shit with this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And it's short as hell for some reason. You tell me that. Yeah, I put this one on my Instagram a while ago. I got a pretty good response from it. I mean, to me, it's just like whatever. But like I said, I need to work on this. Okay, now this is what I consider a whack beat. I made this one right here from my phone, and actually the one that you like, I made that from my phone. So I don't know. It's just a matter of me going in here and just kind of like playing around with the samples, changing the pitch. Okay. I can't believe I let that whack ass beat play. Wow. I can't believe I did that. I feel like this is more my lane. Damn. I gotta turn that down. It's too bassy. See, you didn't. That was hot too. That shit was whack to me. Oh God. Yeah, you do like the more you like more stripped down. I get it. So if I sent you some shit like this, you'd be like, what the hell? be like, she want me to sing or rap. Like, which one is it? I say do all that shit. That's the thing, you know. Like, I just want to find like some people that just want to get creative. Like, get creative. Like, I like a broad range of different types of artists. So I like when people get weird, or I like when people get like crazy, as long as it fits. That's why I said for a long time, not being funny, but that's why I said for a long time, I wanted to find like a real dope ass white girl or like Asian chick that get down with like on like a maybe like a soulful like funky like style to it. Man, we'd be like a match made in heaven. Just the broad range of perspective. That's what I'm looking for. And creativity. Like people that's not afraid to go for it. I mean, what you mean help them? Like throw some auto tune on it? I mean, what? Just like, or do you mean like a producer to guide the process, help you with the notes, that type of stuff? Okay, so I did this one at work recently. It's really just a bunch of different patterns and ideas. Hey, hey, hey. Well, like I tell people all the time, I just told somebody the other day at work, like, I really don't think when it comes to being creative, I really don't think there's no such thing as bad, because somebody out there is going to like it. But then you got to say to yourself, what is really bad? Because somebody might think George Clinton is bad, but that nigga dope as hell. You can't tell nobody that George Clinton ain't the shit. And I can go, I can name a lot of people. Curtis Mayfield. Shit, Pharrell is a direct bite from Curtis Mayfield. That nigga ain't got no real crazy range in voice. But what he does with what he does, I mean, what he do with what he got, I mean, what he do with what he got, how he uses his creativity and then he throw his voice on it. Exactly. There is no limitation. That shit is crazy dope. Yeah, Nicole, this is my beat. All the music that I've been playing is mine. I don't know if you just came in. That's what I'm saying. George Clinton is dope. That's what. Not only that, he was the one with the vision to bring all of those musicians and those creatives together to create his freaking idea, to execute his idea. You can't tell me that ain't genius shit. Fuck that, man. That shit's dope. So that's why I say it's no limitation. I understand what you're saying, but you're right. You need somebody that's gonna produce that. That's gonna help you bring that shit out. That's gonna be like, no, like this. Do it like this. I get it. Like shit, I wouldn't mind doing it. I ain't there. And personally, I want to be more hands on when it comes to that. When it comes to that, because that's really the aspect. That's really what I want to get into. Real, true production and producing people. So this is of course this is my music, but this is a dope ass sister named A Billy Free. Exactly. Yeah, when it comes to that style, let me turn this down because I'm tripping. When it comes to like the way you want to do it, if I'm right, yeah, you need to be in the studio with somebody getting produced. I get it. Yeah, cause I don't know, it's different working with people and we don't ever see each other or ever meet. It's challenging. Yeah, like it's a challenge. Um, Cause like this was a collaboration. I sent her the track. She sent me back the vocals, and I gotta still mix it. So that's why I sound like a bag of shit. But yeah, I was like, oh shit, hell yeah. And that's another thing. Like I'm easily impressed by people's talents. Like I love it. Like she sent me the shit back. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. That motivates me. You know what I mean? Like that shit motivates me. That will have me like cut my plans off for the day, and I'll be like, no, I'm about to mix this track right here because this shit here sounds good, and I want to make it sound better. Um, you know what I mean? And don't get it twisted. Like people that sent me shit back, and it was whack as fuck. Like somebody sent me something whack back, and I still had to this day I ain't even told her like that it was whack because it was so bad that I feel like if I might hurt her feelings, so I'm just not gonna say anything. I'll just leave it like that. mm. Did somebody tell you that you need to stop taking it to the church with your voice? Because like, what if they told Patti LaBelle to stop taking it to the church, or Aretha Franklin? Shit, Jasmine Sullivan. You don't want me to get up here, sit up here, and name a whole bunch of fucking people that then took it to church and that didn't stop taking it to church. Fuck that shit. Your voice is your voice. That's the power and the presence that you bring. Now, you probably want to find versatility in your styling, and maybe that's what you mean, and how you approach a track. But I don't think you need to lose that. Hell, shit, Mariah ain't even lost that. So like, I don't know. Like, I don't really agree with that. I sing. Well, what do you mean sing? Like, I'm not like doing shows. Oh, he wants you to do hooks that don't need to be churchy. that's what, that's what he's telling you. No, not too churchy, man. You got too much soul. No, he wanted to be stripped down. Also, like he wants it. I kind of know. I can understand that now. That from that perspective, I get it because with that, you're gonna be pigeonholed into a certain space within music. So I kind of understand. I understand that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I still at the end of the day, I feel like what you got is what you got, and roll with it. You just gotta. I really think it does come down to the producer and the production because that shit gotta inspire. It has to inspire something in you. And I think that maybe like when we approach music, see, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm giving away my secrets and shit. Because I've been doing this shit for a long time. Like the first time I remember, okay, so the very first time I ever did anything with music was when I was in the wait, when I was in the 11th grade, and a friend of mine, she sang, in school or whatnot. Right. She sang JD. Fuck JD. He be tripping. Um, she always sang around the school or whatever. And so I think like I don't know, like we just became good friends or whatever, but like we was on the phone one night and like we was just singing together. And she was like, "Oh man, you can you can sing, whatever. Why you ain't never say nothing? Tell me." I was like, what you talking about? Because to be honest with you, like I never really considered myself a singer. I really always thought I taught myself to do this. And I know that sounds weird. I know that sounds stupid, but I felt like I taught myself to do it because of how much time I spent in my room listening to music, singing songs, trying to mimic people. And some of my favorite people to mimic are the hardest people to mimic because I felt like my strategy was if I can mimic these singers, then I can do this shit. That was my thought process. And this is me as a little girl. Like, I'm 6, 7 years old, and this is how I'm thinking. I'm listening to shit I don't need to be listening to. Do Me Baby and shit like that on the radio. And I'm just like, I'm in my room trying to mimic that, but not really thinking anything about it. Nevertheless, that's really bullshit. The whole I feel like teaching myself. I did teach myself to mimic people, but I didn't realize, being that young, that my mama can sing. So and my aunt and them sing a little bit. So it's obviously hereditary. So I had to scratch that. Because that was some bullshit. Hey y'all. I don't really think that I can sing like that. And I'm only saying that because I feel like I'd have been around some singers in my life. And I have a light, airy voice, and I don't push it to its limits unless I feel like it's necessary. And normally, if I'm doing that, then I'm singing somebody else's music. So I don't really do that when it come to my own stuff. Because also, I mean, when it comes to music, like I approach everything that I hear, every beat or every track that I hear, I approach it differently. So I'll never sound the same on any songs that I have. And I think that's one of the hardest I think that's one of the reasons why it's been hard for me to put together a full project because I don't approach it the same. So I might hear this right here and I might be on some other real, you know what I mean, cool, laid back type of thing. And then it just might be just the chorus all the way through or something like that. And then something else I might approach it and I might sound like a rapper, but I'm really singing. I don't know. It's just weird. I go through phases and then don't let it be like something funky. Like my whole voice and everything in there is going to be different. It's just going to get real crazy. But that's one of I know that's the thing that I have come to love. Let me say that because I have gone through a very, 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 very long period in my life of not honoring my talent when it comes to singing and not really feeling like I had a talent. Just not really thinking that I was good or everybody else sounded better than me. That's how I feel. That's how I felt. So I will say there is this that my voice is where my insecurity lies because it's light and then I feel like I said I got that old lady some I don't know for real it's interesting. I don't know. I don't always like to hear myself. That's another thing. I don't really like hearing myself either. So then there's that. So that's another reason why I don't put out as much music with my voice on it. Because I don't want to hear myself like that. I want to hear other people. I didn't do this to just hear myself. Well, I'm gonna take that back. I started out making beats because I couldn't get producers to respond, and I got tired of waiting on people. So I started teaching myself. But as I started learning and I really started to get the craft behind it, it wasn't about me no more. It was about me hearing what I could do to bring other people out. And that is the shit that I am really looking forward to with people. Oh yeah, man. I'm about some harmony. I am about some harmony. Let me say, Case, let me play some. So I'm gonna play this joint right here. Hello. Hey Michi. I'm a So this is wait, hold on, let me pause this because this shit is low. It's low. This is actually unmixed, and but this is something that I did for a friend of mine. Let's see. But see, this is like okay. So right here, so I'm gonna play this. This is me just okay. So I'll talk about when once I finish. I just play it. Hey y'all. Hey Marquita. Ease back your mind to move forward now. Ready yoga, ready yoga. Look back in time to move forward now. Illuminated. To move forward now, ready yoga, ready yoga. Look back in time to move forward now, ready yoga, ready yoga. Look back your mind to move forward now, ready yoga, ready yoga. Look back in time to move forward now. Oh. Mm. Mm. Okay, let me see the chat. No, I did not do this beat. This beat was done by. Man, did Manny do this beat? I can't remember. I'm not really sure if Manny did this beat or not, but this is not my beat. This is a friend of mine. His name is Ninth Scientist. But actually, he and I actually are collaborating, and we're gonna be doing a project together. Kind of like on a what they call Afrofuturism, kind of like on the Afrofuturism side. That's kind of something he wanted to go with. That's kind of like how he sees my music. I think it's kind of funny. But anyway, we're supposed to be doing a project together. But yeah, no, I was saying earlier, like we was talking about just like the recording process. Like I did Like that was okay. First of all, I hated the beat. I hated everything about the song when he sent it to me. That's the weird thing about me is like I don't be liking a lot of shit. So I kept this for quite some time. I even went over the deadline, which I normally do not do because I am definitely about my business. When people send me music, um, or I'm doing something with somebody, I am definitely about my business when it comes to that. I, yo, like I think I kept this shit for like a month before I approached it. And so one day, I was listening to it over and over, and the parts that and I'm just like, oh, why, hey, hey. I was just like, you know what? Because the track, I felt like it called for a sampled voice. So I was like, fuck it, let me just sing this shit like I'm sampling myself. So, so that was like the reason why I was doing that over all the way through the shit was because, and I didn't, and not even when I sent him the track, the vocals back, I was like, yo, you don't have to keep all of all of that part, like you can sample the parts that you don't need take out. He kept the whole shit in there in the mix. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I always think like that. I approach a lot of my music like that. I'll just be like, you know what? Let me sample my voice because I've always been too broke to clear samples. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't really get into sampling music because I just went about trying to clear that. So I just I pull my microphone out and I do that shit myself. Or if I do sample something, it's real simple. Like I sampled this joint. I sampled I think her name Yvette Michelle. Oh no, yeah. Man, you know how long ago I made this beat? Probably around 2010. Every night, every day. And that's why it's still sitting here because I ain't gonna clear it. I'm either gonna re-sing that shit myself or I'm gonna have to take it out. Or if I sell it, then maybe they will want to clear it. Who knows? You gotta get that shame on you. That's a dope ass sample actually to throw up in the song. Shame on you when you step to the old dirty bastard Brooklyn. So man, that's my dude. You know what? Was I speaking on this before in the live, or was I maybe talking about this at work or whatever? I don't know. Maybe I was talking on the live or something. I like all the weird rappers. Okay. All the weird rappers. Give me all the weird rappers. I like all of the weird rappers. Like I was always an ODB fan. I'm a Cool Key fan. I'm an MF Doom fan. Like you name them. Like the crazier you get, I probably rock with their music. That's why it was a no brainer for like 3,000. 3,000 ain't even crazy. People just like thought he was. He ain't even crazy. Mm-mm. Man, he just dope. He just dope. You know what I'm saying? He was just born in 1995, like me. You know how it go. If you was born in 1975, then you are the dopest shit on the planet. How about that? Yep. He's- No, who's boring? 3,000? Shit, no. Shit, no. If I was doing men, baby, all day. Already. And that's the truth. Oh, God. Oh, God. That is a boring ass Nick. Man, you want to get on the panel so we can talk about this for real? You want to get up here? Cause this I did a hangout. Cause I ain't got time to be doing all this. You can just get up here and we can just keep a flowing conversation. Cause I ain't got time. Let me just tell you how boring he is verbally. So you can hear it out of my mouth. Cause ain't nobody got time for this. And I don't care he a dread. He's still boring. You need to step it up. I'm sick of it, Jay. Get it together. Get some life in you, boy. You got money now. What's wrong with you? I'm like, I know you don't want me broke again. You can't tell me, can't nobody tell me that they would rather do that. Because that's not really the issue. The issue is the being. It's the person. Cole, exactly. J. Cole, the boring hole. Man, Ramsey, I was just trying when I was trying to go live earlier. I played Power. I was trying to open up with some good old Power, and it just was not letting me rock with it. That's okay. OBS ain't treating me too well, but I don't really think it's OBS. I think it's this computer. Yeah, I like MCs from all over the place. I definitely used to be heavy into East Coast hip hop, of course, because that's where a lot of it was centered. So that's all we really had to go on for a long time. Me too. Me too. But you know what? That's what I'm saying. Like I did that for so long. Like I really denounced a lot of the music of where I was from. Like I used to look down on like shit like Master P. Like I was not fucking with Master P when he came out. You couldn't get me to do anything with Cash Money at all. And this was all because I was just being closed minded. This didn't have anything to do with me actually listening to the music and coming up with that thought process. I was being closed minded because on the one hand, I was still rocking UGK. Like I was, that's what I'm saying. Like I was mentally astute enough to know this some fly shit. I was still fucking with Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still in the paint when it came down to like the real. But for whatever reason, like I didn't want to like if it seemed ignorant to me, I just wasn't really like doing that with it. But then like everything changed for me. Like I just like I changed my life and my mindset very early, and I'm really glad I did that because it woke me up very a lot sooner than I'll say a lot of my peers. But I was able to become acceptant of like so much, and that's why I love everything, because what I realized is that times change. We got to change with that shit. And as time changed, the shit that we was doing, like a lot of my generation opened the doors for a lot of shit that's happening now. And I think it's really beautiful to see the growth, and how like a lot of these young cats are like they're really doing it and like living well doing it. Whereas we had to struggle. We had to hit the chitlin circuits. Like we was doing the tours. We had to be on the one van, changing our clothes, all four fucking women. You know what I'm saying? Two people might be on their cycle, like all types of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? We might get to the fucking venue and they don't want to pay us. Yo, oh, I done been through it all, a lot of that. And I feel like it's so different now. Man, you can sit right here at your house, make you some beats, get on your whatever, make you some beats, take this shit in another program and mix it, take it out of that program, put it in another one and master it. Or you could take it somewhere and master it if you want to, but you don't have to. You can sit it all right here at your house and do it. And then once you finish with that, you can sit right here and encode it with the metadata that you need it to be, upload that bitch to all the services you want to, and voila, you put out there, you right out there in the game. And you don't look like no different than anybody else. I don't know your struggle. I don't know that every day you go and deliver mail. You ain't never been on nobody's stage, but whatever. You had the hottest track that came out in 2018, and now you the shit. That's what it's come to. Like that shit's crazy to me. But I feel like there's something beautiful in it because right, the metadata. No, the metadata. That shit's real. Like that's some real shit. That's what I was telling you. Like that bitch ain't too crazy. Like she was hitting on some things. It's just mixed in with a bunch of craziness. So people not really gonna hear it because of all of the other weird shit that she was doing. But the metadata shit, she was on point with that. In terms of how to research things, how to find information, how everything is coded, how that is its own language. That shit was true. I used to watch Miss 420. And I only watched on the see this some bullshit. This right here is some ghetto shit. I only watched on the strength of the 420 and then found out the bitch don't even smoke weed. I was like, oh, this bogus. Get off this damn channel. This is bogus. The hell out of here. The hell you gonna put 420? That better be your birth date, bitch, because the hell you gonna put 420? That's misleading. You got us over here thinking we about to talk about some weed, and your bitch ass don't even smoke weed. You on the cigarettes. I was hurt and mad. That's why I stopped fucking with Kate. Yeah, fuck everything else. I don't give a damn about all them interviews and shit. She misled me by thinking she was down with the 420 movement. Get the hell out of here. I feel used. Hurt. Oh Lord, you want that hard shit. She said she wants something like the Roots meets Woo meets Woo meets Mob Deep. The fuck? She about to go rob some people in the staircases. Wait, wait, here you go. You about to rob some people in the staircases with a head wrap on. What the fuck? Shit, that's crazy. Oh yeah. Now see, you talking about my group right there. That organized noise. Let's see, organized noise, NERD, nerd, whatever you want to call him. Basically, Chad and Pharrell, and then there's the other guy. But well, I'm just straight. And there's the other man between. Oh, and one other person, Timberland. Between those three, that is the whole basis and why I started making music. Like them three people right there, especially organized noise. Anything and everything that they have ever done, I probably have it. Like that's how fucking real and like how true to that shit that I am about them that damn production team right there. Like for real. Man. You remember Backbone? What you know about Backbone? I'm still bucking like 5 deuce 4 tray. Somebody better tell them I'm still bucking like 5 deuce 4 tray. What you know about that? Do y'all remember that? Anyway, Backbone is down with organized noise. Oh, he's in the Dungeon family. Okay, see, man. All right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I'm in the paint with the organized noise shit. Like, it's not a game. That brother hit me up one day. Like, yo, man, your music is fire. You mind if like dot 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 dot? Oh my god, I almost fell out my damn fucking wherever I was at. I almost fell out of it. Okay, because that's like a direct link to some organized noise shit, and I almost lost my quadruples for a moment. Just to even present something for them to hear, to even have their name, to even have them know my name. It's a complete honor. So man, it'd be like it's like shit like that. Those little things just let me know like I'm on the right track to doing to. I'm on the right track in what I've created, and I definitely think I have my own little lane and sound. Um, which I didn't see that before. So all of this shit that I'm saying right here, right now, today, I really almost like testimonies because some of this stuff I didn't believe for long periods of time. And this is why, like, I had an insecurity around networking and really like shopping my music. So that's why that's why I've done all of the taking all of the precautions and the steps to like secure it and do all of that shit. But then it's like, okay, so like I got to do something with it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's really where I'm at with it now. It's just time to like get it out there. I mean, I've done it for so long. Like I now see that I have a skill set, and especially with just like collaborating with other people. I had a chance to stick around at work. What was it? Maybe like a week or so ago, and collaborate with some of my coworkers, and it was kind of dope. It was pretty dope. So it's weird, you know what I'm saying? It's like after work, people like we go in a whole other room in the artist lounge and like jam out. So that's kind of dope. Ooh, see, you're good with the questions. What the hell? Didn't I ask you if you wanted to come on here? What you doing? Is that a yes or no? Just let me know before I answer any more of the questions from the chat. You trying to come on the panel on this panel? You know how people say you trying to come on the panel? Oh, it's loud where you at. Okay, cool. Um, do I still write songs? Oh my god. Um, I'm gonna say no, and that's because that's one of the areas that I really need to get back into doing. I need to write more. I don't write. Most of the stuff that you'll hear me that I've recorded, that I've put out, those are songs that I have not written. Those were straight up freestyle songs. Shit that I just came up with off the top of my head. And I just was like, oh, okay. Like the one that I played with me and my friend, like that was one take. Like each thing was one take. The top part over his vocals was one take. And then when I went and did each layer of the chorus, those were all in one take. And not only that, sometimes I'll leave the flaws in because the flaws give it the presence that I'm looking for. I guess I'm a weirdo. You know, I feel like there's one other person out there that I feel like is weird like me in their recording style, and I absolutely love it. And that's Georgia Ann Muldrow. Like, what you know about Georgia Ann? Yeah, it's pretty dope, actually, to be the producer and the songwriter. I mean, I can do it, I just don't. Me? No, that's crazy. I don't even have no Gemini in my chart. I actually don't. I don't even have any. But you know, that's actually my supposed to be my mate, my partner. That's supposed to be who I am supposed to be with. Part Gemini or an Aquarius is what it says. I can see that. I can see why. Now at this age, I can see why. Yeah, they get. Oh, I can only imagine with me. I can only imagine if mm, I had a partner that was a Gemini. The amount of creativity that we could put out. I just, in case in point, like I'm not a huge fan, but I tell you something, like if I had, if I had the opportunity and I spent a month with somebody, let's say like Kanye, man, y'all had no idea the kind of shit we could have came up with. I can see it like, and I don't have to like him, and he ain't gotta like me. I can literally see us probably coming up with some shit that would like last like a lifetime, like long after we dead. Our children's children and their children is eating off of it. Like I can literally see that because of the level of intensity that he puts into his shit and how he works and in how I work. I could see that. But I majority of our time we be arguing. Cause he will be like, I don't want it. I don't want that type of sound. I could see him now being a complete diva. Like we would be fighting all up and through that project. Okay. I cannot. I mean, walked out on him so many times, and I'm not even a runner. He said they different. The maze set up different. Oh man. Hey. I don't know. We were just talking about she asked me if I still write music, if I still write songs, and I was talking about and then she was saying that she thought I was a Gemini. Like I seem Gemini-ish. And so I was just saying how like, no, I'm not, but that's supposed to be my mate. And then I started talking about like if Kanye and myself got together on some music, what would that be? And I think it would be really, I think it would be like high art, to be honest with you. It would be high art. Um, because I definitely strive for a level of excellence in my music, and ain't we all know without a doubt he has and he does. So I will never take that away from him. He is about striving for excellence, and I can't even say that there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You should always want to outdo yourself. Always. I already have my own label. I just don't have any artists. I actually do. I just don't have any artists, and I don't have a structure built around it because hadn't really needed I hadn't really needed to because I'm only thing I put out is myself and projects that I've produced. So I would love to take it into a realm of like people seeing it, and me being able to talk about it. That's where the Defiant Oracle recordings come from. That's actually the name of my label, Defiant Oracle. And it's the truth. I I am hard headed. Hey, Evolve. Thank y'all for stopping by, coming through Saturday. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chit chatting. We're talking about music, one of my favorite topics to talk about. Keeping it light. I think we all need that. I definitely do. Hey, Sky. It's funny. It must have, did you guys get notifications? I don't really know how it be, whatever. Because I know I did this so many times a day, so it probably was confusing. Yeah, Chrisette Michelle. You know what? I respect the shit out of Chrisette Michelle when it comes to like the business. And if I could sit with her and like soak up the business, I most definitely would. But from a personality perspective, I'm not a fan. She has an absolutely beautiful voice, dope, incredible like versatility. I absolutely love, but her personality sucks. It sucks. Anybody, first of all, let me just say this. Anybody that come for Shantae Moore, I'm gonna have a problem with them. Okay? I'm gonna have a real problem with them bitches. When you come for Shantae, we gonna have an issue. Because don't nobody mess with Shantae. Don't nobody do that. Nobody. Shit. That's why I can't even fuck with Lil Mo no more, because she got two faces on my girl. Y'all know I was watching R&B divas. You already know. I was everything about music. I'm watching it. Who you love, Shantae? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, of course. Jasmine dope. Jasmine dope as hell. Like, she's real dope. I mean, I like a lot of people. I think we were briefly talking last time, and somebody mentioned her. But Kiki Wyatt. That's why. This is why I'm telling you. This is why I'm telling you again, Nicola. I'm gonna say it again. Kiki Wyatt. Did Kiki Wyatt leave the church? Did her voice leave the church? Hell to the no. And she still make music. And anybody know when she drops something, you gonna check for it because it's Kiki Wyatt. What the fuck? That's that crazy bitch that can sing her ass off. That's what everybody say. Oh, that's that crazy bitch that can sing her ass off. Here, Sharice, Kiki, she a Pisces. Okay, okay, okay. Listen, when I was like any woman that's singing like that, and she stabbed her fucking husband, I'm gonna check for her ass. I'm gonna see what the fuck she got to say, okay? I want to hear what she's singing about. I want to hear what she has to say. Okay, now, Eva, I'm about to put you out of here. I'm gonna put you out because you came in here. Don't come in here with nobody that's misappropriating my culture. I do not fuck with no Joss Stone. I could not. I did not like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. I just don't like her. I feel like she's a cultural appropriator. I don't like it. I don't like it. You came here, I'm putting you out. I'm about to ban you right now. How do you do it? Let me teach myself. How do you ban? Let me just ban her real quick. Uh-uh. No, I can't. I'm not a Joss Stone fan. I'm not about that life. And it don't get me started on like white girls with soul. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because earlier, if anybody caught my live, I was playing Amy Winehouse. Now that's my bitch, okay? And not only was I playing Amy Winehouse, I was playing that old Amy Winehouse shit, that in my bed joint. So like I'm a fan. Man, I can sit up here and name some white girls that can sing. I rocks with it. But like when it straddles the fence of appropriating the culture, I'm gonna have an issue with that. Just like I don't fuck with the Justin Timberlakes. Like it's all well and good for you to get your money singing our music, taking our stylings and shit. But the minute you get in trouble with our women, oh, it's out the game for you. You don't know it's no halls bar. Get the fuck out of here. You'd have made a gazillion dollars off my people. Get the fuck out of here. That's cultural appropriation. That's the shit that I'm talking about. It's okay for you to get what you need to get, but then when it comes down to it, when you are a part of this culture and they come at you like you're a part of the culture, or you don't want nothing to do with it, get the fuck out of here. I don't have nothing to do with that. That's why I rocks with Amy. Amy was a ghetto bitch all the way through. Okay, she, she was a ghetto bitch all the way through. Goddamn, you can't take that away from her. So it is what it is. And there's a lot of people out there. I'm trying to think of man, this is sister I love. Alice, how can I not think of damn man, she out of the UK. Alice, I would jump on this joint and play it real quick, but damn. Anyway, I can't even think of it right now. Right, exactly. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. Oh, she was obsessed with Nas, okay? She was obsessed with Nas. And she liked her drug, but you know what? That guy that she got with, that last guy, that was her downfall. But I mean, if anybody really looked into that shit, y'all know it's way deeper than what we sitting up here talking about. Because we talking about is really just like we talking about apples and oranges compared to what really was going on with that lady. She was really that was an opportunity where we really got to see an audience and not audience, an artist that bucked the system, that didn't want to be a part of the machine, but just really wanted to focus on pure talent and creativity, and they sucked the life out of her. Yeah, she was depressed because she couldn't do things the way she wanted to do. I know I feel like that was part of it. You know what I'm saying? And then the other part was these fucked up relationships and the attachments that she had to these guys that were a piece of shit. I mean, because through both of them, these are the people that introduced the drugs. Because I don't know, like I said, I don't know how much of a fan you guys are, but prior to like a certain point, she wasn't even like a druggie. Like, she would smoke some weed, but that was really it until she met that one guy before this last guy that she was with. It really started with him. We talking about Amy Winehouse. Yeah, that was sad. That was sad. And I feel like a lot of it was really like s- they were trying to hide, they were trying to hide a lot. Um no, no, it just seemed like it was pieced together like they didn't give you all of the information. That there was a kid. I just know it was a weird circumstance. You know what I'm saying? When I got that news, I was sad. Like I really was sad. Like because it just I don't know. It's just overwhelming. Like I can't. Like I can sit up here and talk about like so many damn people that have died and shit. But there's only been like so few that have affected me. Um, the first and foremost person that affected me, and people, like I said, people been dying all the time. A lot of people that I really like, but the one person that affected me the most when I got that news, and I actually was emotional about, was Whitney Houston. Like that did something to me that still to this day, like I still don't feel like it's been resolved within me. Because I still feel like a lot of things surrounding her death are bullshit. I still believe to this day she was murdered, and ain't nobody gonna change that for me. Out of everything that I looked at, that's what the fuck I believe, and that's where I'm going with that. A lot of people have been actually murdered. They didn't die according to the circumstance. I mean, the way that they're trying to tell us that, and I know for a fact that she didn't. So, but I mean, no, like that one just this did something to me. Like we had already lost Mike, and that one for me was hard to believe. It was hard to swallow, but I wasn't really as emotional. But goddamn, that goddamn Prince, yo. I don't think I'm still not there with that. I have definitely reacted emotionally to it, but I still have a hard time saying anything surrounding dead when it comes to his name. I just do. I have a hard time with that one. Like mm, I don't believe it. You know what? I need to look more into the circumstances of. No, no, London. We were talking about Amy Winehouse earlier. I need to look into the circumstances of Luther. I really, really, really haven't. I gotta look into that. But you know who else who went under the radar that people didn't even check? Two people. Actually, they was brothers. Gerald and Sean Levert were murdered. You guys, this motherfucker's like, they ain't just die. Two niggas ain't just die the same way. You're not getting me to rock with that one. Sorry. Prince was killed. I ain't no thinking. He was. He was killed. Ain't no think about that shit. I know it. I feel it in my heart. And y'all gonna fucking tell me no, no. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Let's back up. The Prince, that's a nigga that write his own death ticket. And if he don't, somebody takes him out. There's only two choices. That's the kind of Prince is the kind of nigga who writes his own death ticket. Okay? Otherwise, if he does not, he's been taken out. Why? You have to ask yourself, why in the fuck would I take myself out if I have not properly secured my belongings? Who does that? Like, who does that? I got this much, man, man. Who does that? And I still to this day don't believe for a moment that this man didn't have a trust. Are you fucking kidding me? He didn't have a trust. He didn't have his music and shit was not entrusted. You got to be shitting me. You ain't gonna tell me that shit and get me to believe it. I'm not believing that one. I'm just not. You found a way to dissipate it. You found a way to get rid of it. You found a way to go above it. You found a way. You found a loophole. You had to. And it's hard to find a loophole to a trust. You ain't even supposed to be able to penetrate it. But they did, because you ain't gonna tell me that this motherfucking man ain't have no way to secure his all of this work that he fucking took his time. He didn't even like to even deal with people in a certain way. You gonna tell me that he had not secured this? I'm a low person on a totem pole and I am paranoid about putting my shit out there, and I have gone through the proper steps to secure my shit. You gonna tell me that he has not? Man, come on, y'all. Y'all have to wake me up 5 years, 50 years from now to get me to try to believe that shit. Because I'm not going with that one. I'm not going with that one. Man, you damn right they killed him. You damn right. Exactly. She just come out of nowhere. They didn't even have a good relationship. They didn't even have a good relationship. And all of a sudden he died. He kept her away from his fucking fortune for a reason. Man, he kept Tika away for a reason. Slowly but surely. So soon as you get word that he dead, here she come with the fucking purple streaks in her hair. Bitch probably didn't even had them streaks the day before. Get on this shit. Man, yo, man, it's a cruel world out here. Shit is cruel. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, if it's intellectual property that you can copyright and that you can trademark, by all means, you should do that. Like, don't be afraid. You have to secure it the proper way. And when you secure something, that does mean you have to pay for it. So that means you got to be willing to invest in a patent or a trademark. You got to be willing. We have to be willing to do that shit if that's what we really truly want. Like, for real. But it's out there. There's a means for us to protect our work and our property. There is. There's definitely a means. Otherwise, these oppressors, colonizers, would never be able to move in the way that they're moving if there wasn't a structure that's built. Like they, you know what I'm saying? They came and they took what the Moors fed and gave, and they built something around that and with that. There is no denying that. And they built a structure to withstand their construct of white supremacy. They built that shit. They built it. And not only they built it, but they gave you the laws, statutes, coordinates, codes to go with it. And if you violate any of those, we fucked up. So at the end of the day, it's about learning how to actually really get in the game. And that's why you'll have the split within the more within the Moors, where you have some Moors talking about economics and then you got other Moors talking about other things. You know, I ain't trying to take on a title, but I'm an economic Moor because I know that economics, that's what we need in order to create the real true change. Without that, we ain't really getting nothing. Because everything I'm talking about, everything that I just said, all these structures right now are economical structures. This is economics. And then what they did was they took that shit and they tied it into government. And that's what's got all of the people, the brown people, the people of color confused because we don't understand their governmental language. It's a different language. It's spell casted. We don't get that spell. That's a spell we don't get. So we don't go and try to pick up those books. We don't try to understand what the derivative is when it comes to accounting. We're not trying to get that aspect at all. And I understand why. Because it seems like mumbo jumbo. It seems like what the fuck. But had we been learning some shit, then we would understand exactly what the fuck is taking place right in front of our eyes with this so-called president that you guys have. You would understand his movements if you had paid attention to some form of banking. If you had paid attention, you would understand 90% of how this man moved, and you wouldn't even be mad about it. Bam. But they got all of y'all asses out there on some racism bullshit, feeding y'all that bullshit because they know people of color, they know disparaged people are going to run with that. Because that's the only thing that y'all got. Y'all wear that racism shit on your sleeve like it's the fucking a badge of honor. And it's really not. Because a lot of the shit didn't even go down that way. We just repeating a story that somebody else told us. And we ain't even go try to verify it. That shit's crazy to me. That shit crazy. Yeah, man, like they're not because it's not designed for that. Like it's not designed to teach us these secrets because if they taught us, then we all would be financially wealthy, Mike, you guys. Don't you get it? If you knew how to take your assets and put those assets into a trust and then trust that with a beneficiary, therefore taking your hands off of it, no liability, that means you never have a fucking bill collector calling you for nothing because they can't. You know how powerful that is? Do you know how powerful that is? That means you got people out here running up all types of credit, buying all types of shit, yachts, buildings, all types of shit, ain't never truly paid for it. You taxpayer, you're the one paying for their shit. That's how the structure is built, and you don't even realize it because we too fucking busy caught up in the wrong place, thinking that this shit is a democracy when they told y'all to the republic for which it stands. It's going to always be a republic structure. It needs to stay that way. I don't want a democracy. I'll be dead in a democracy because I can't speak out. I can't do nothing for myself. I can't be self-sufficient in a democracy. Everything needs to be done for me in a democracy. Fuck that. Man, fuck that. I just want to get better. Like I said before, I want to understand and learn how to fund my businesses without having to go into my pocket. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out how to do that without also having to get in bed with the wrong type of investors. Then there's that. Man. Anyway, we out here. What y'all want to talk about? Y'all got me off on a tangent. I don't even know how I even got over there. I just stopped, looked around like, oh Lord, I didn't get out of pocket. You start getting me talking about political structures and things like that. Like I get very passionate. Well, I think I get passionate about every damn thing I'm talking about. But yeah, exactly. It's the control, man. Like that democracy shit, that shit's scary. And I'm telling you, man, black folks be talking about democracy like that's the best thing that ever came to us. That democracy shit is gonna send us into these societies that we sit around and watch these movies about. It's gonna send us into the Hunger Games. The democracy is going to send us into the zombie apocalypse. The democracy will send us to the world of Z. Do y'all not understand that? Because in a democracy, when they tell you to come get this pill, you got to go get that pill. Unless you have some type of passage or paperwork that says that you ain't supposed to get that pill. How many people got that? How many people are ready for that type of utopian society where it's basically they dictate to you everything? They don't get up and tell you. See these movies and shit. You notice how like have you really watched some of these films? Have you noticed like in these societies they all dressed alike? They have the same outfit on. It'd be the same color all through the shit. Like weird shit like that. Is that the way you really want to live? Like, is that what we want? I know I don't. I don't, man. I don't want nothing like that. And I know I joke, I hear me talk about it all the time, especially when I be talking about the zombie apocalypse shit. Um, I think one of the greatest things that that whole genre brings about it is I see things are deeper for me than just the surface shit because that whole genre of like apocalyptic world disasters, so that whole genre is about the people that were always considered nothings, the nobodies, the little men on the totem pole, the unseen, the invisible. These genres are about these people are now coming to the surface because these are your fucking heroes. These are your fallen heroes. These are the people that will survive. That's what these fucking genres are about. If if you realize it or not, that's the backdrop to the story. Think about The Walking Dead. Think about some of the characters in The Walking Dead. This is one of the reasons why one of my absolute favorite characters was Glenn. I felt like Glenn represented me. He was a regular pizza delivery pizza boy. He just delivered pizza. And I said to myself when I started watching The Walking Dead, God damn, I delivered food for like DoorDash and shit. I Uber. But see, the deeper element to that is I know my way around the fucking city. I know my way around the terrain. I know where I'm at all times, and I know how to get out. That was the deeper aspect of that character in Glenn. That's why he was always the runner. He knew how to go there and come back out. That's why I was like, yo, man, this show is dope as fuck. Because you can see yourself in a lot of these fucking characters. Because some of these people were like nobody. Like, look at Rick. You know what I'm saying? He had a family and shit, but he was feeling like his wife wasn't really like loving him no more. Like she over here tripping, she bitching on that. I couldn't stand that bitch. She got on my nerves in first season. Okay. I was so glad when they killed her ass off. Oh my God, she got on my fucking nerves because she was so not supportive. She was just the wrong type of bitch to have in a damn apocalypse. Like we got zombies trying to kill us, and your ass is over here talking about your needs and wants. Bitch, if you don't go sit down, crazy ass. I be over here all on a tangent, man, because that's my show. Like, if I'm really into something, like, I could sit here and talk about it. Like, what's today? Saturday? Tomorrow it's going to down because mother freaking power coming back on. So don't talk to me tomorrow when power come on, because I'm gonna be in that power game. I already need to. I about need to wrap this up because I hadn't even watched the episodes of Queen Sugar from this past week. So I'm about to be a child of the do. No, be a child of the do. I said Anna do. Anyway, I'm just talking shit. Time is running for all of us. Yeah. Why you? Oh my God, Marquita. Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, okay. Power. Yeah, yeah. Power come on tomorrow. Shit, yeah. Heck yeah, man. It come back. Y'all know it was good last season, so yeah, it was. Man. Oh my! I gotta stand up for this one. Let me turn my camera on real quick, cause let me tell y'all something. That bastard. No, I'm not gonna turn the camera because my shit look like it's buffering. But anyway, that damn Tariq. That goddamn Tariq. Uh, I'm I'm trying to understand what the fuck is wrong with Tariq. Like that Tariq flipped the fuck out. He lost his goddamn mind, and I don't even understand. I don't even understand. You know what? I gotta catch back up on Star. I only watched, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes. I gotta catch up. Yeah, see, Marquis, you know what I'm talking about. Tariq, you know what? Like, he made me want to put my foot in his ass. Like, that's how angry I was at him. Tariq is the sole reason why a lot of this shit is happening. And I am fucking like that. I'm like, that is just It's unforgivable. It's unforgivable to get your sister killed. It's unforgivable. I'm sorry, that is. Because you was that negligent. I don't even know how I could oh Lord, like that's something I'm having a hard time with that one. I don't even know how I could forgive my child for something like that. That would be so hard on me. Like that would be so hard. Oh, that would be so hard. I just yeah, like I'm talking about more than pissed. Like he just you got your sister killed. The fuck. There are no words for that. There are no words. Yeah, for real. Like I think so. No, it's not just a pussy. Remember, he got on that lean. Remember, Kanan got him on that lean. See, so that's what I'm saying. It's gonna get interesting. Shit, excuse me. It should get interesting this season because actually something that's happening that I actually was waiting for, and that was actually the reuniting of the three of them with Kanan. I actually wanted to see them get on the same team instead of against each other because you can actually see that they're all three equally powerful. And that's because they come from the same crew. So you're gonna always have a hard time taking out the person that was in your crew because they in your crew. They know they think they in your crew for a reason. Y'all the shit for a reason. So that's why it's like it's better to be as a unit than to be against each other. So like I'm so excited to see like them come together as a team to like get this goddamn dude out of there. I can't even think his name. The little guy, Rotimi, the character Rotimi play, with the wide nose. Damn, I forget his name. Cause he killed that beautiful what's it? I don't even know that beautiful Puerto Rican dude. Like that was my dude too. He was sweet. He was a sweet drug dealer. I don't know why he was a sweet gangster. How he gonna go kill the sweet gangster? All that guy wanted was to get him some pussy. Like, and he just ruined his life over some bullshit. Just being yeah, yeah, yeah. Andre Dre. Yes, yes. I just want Dre taken out. That's where I'm at with it. I want Dre out. I don't like two face ass, red ass people like that. I can't stand that shit. I want him out. I'm ready for that to be over. Merkham, please, somebody. Mm-mm. Rockabye, baby. They need to do something. Something to him. Something need to happen. Something. He does. He get on my nerves. Like I'm I want him out of there. Dean, yeah, Dean. That's in that Dean. That Dean is the Cuban or Puerto Rican guy. I actually liked him. He was sweet. That's what I'm talking about. The sweet gangster. Yeah, I liked him. That's why I was mad when they killed him. He killed him. Dre set him up. Set his ass up. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't like people like that. That's all Dre did. That's all he did was set up people. Go in and out of plots, setting people up. But it's okay, cause he about to see Kanan. He gonna get that work for real. Cause him and Kanan got that real beef. They got that real beef. So that's definitely gonna be interesting. But I mean, he got beef with all of them. I mean, because like I said, all of it is the byproduct to why the daughter is dead. Yeah. Me either. Like, I'm excited. I mean, I gotta give it to 50, man. Man, I don't know, like, he got that touch. The shit that he touched, it be right. I'll give him that. And I definitely think I do mess with his music, but I definitely think above all, acting is like that's his thing. Um, that's a good lane for him. And I think a lot of artists like that. I think there's some people should stay doing that over some music sometimes. hmm Right. Like I only watch there's only a few shows that I do watch. And those are ones I talked to y'all about. Like I was telling Nicola, like I watch Star too. I just need to catch up. Since I my schedule is the way that it is, I'm not um I need to catch up. I have to catch up with my shit because I fell off. I fell off with Empire as well. But it's like, see, I'm, oh no, you're like, but see, it's crazy because there's certain things that I won't not watch. Like other stuff I'll put on the back burner for later, and I'll be like, okay, I could do that later. But see, I think I said before, like I'm very into sci-fi as a genre. So my sci-fi shows, I'm gonna watch them when they come out. Like I've been watching a show called Krypton. I watched the whole season of Krypton. So I always will watch the current version episode of Krypton. Like I'll even catch that shit. I have to stay up an extra hour when I know I should be asleep. I'll watch that. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I'll always put my sci-fi stuff above everything else, and I go to that. Krypton was really good this season. I don't know if anybody watched that. And anything having to do with like any of the Marvel comic universe, I'm definitely into that. So I will. I have been watching Legion. I started watching that too. I was watching Agents of Shield, so I got to pick that back up. Of course, I'm gonna be catching Luke Cage. I think Luke Cage come out next week. I think it comes back next week. So these are like the little shits, and you see everything that I'm saying that I can watch it online. Like I don't really. It's not much TV shows. Like I said, what was that Krypton? But it's off now for the season. So like each season, I'll have something that I do watch. Hey, what y'all think about Atlanta? Y'all been watching that? Oh. What you know about that Deadpool? What you know about Wade Wilson? What you know about Wade Wilson? Yes. Electric Dreams. I think I've heard of that. Man, Deadpool. Deadpool. I don't care what they say about Ryan, man. I messes with Ryan. He funny as shit to me. He's like one of them goofy ass white boys that I like being around because they just say all types of dumb shit. It's just dumb. You know it's dumb. So it's funny because it's dumb. Okay, I see you later, Nicola. Have a good day. Yes, I watched two on bootleg because I couldn't take it no more. Like I watched two. It's good. You're gonna like it. If you like the first one, you're definitely gonna like this one. Yeah. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is Zazie Beats, she dope. She's dope. She's dope. Them two together, it surprised me. Yeah, you're gonna like it. Rebel Pow. I don't even know what that is. No. Mm-mm. I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that one. Yeah, but, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think that come out, about a week or so. So I'm ready to see that too. Cause I like Paul Rudd as well. See, I like goofy white guys that smoke weed and tell stupid, corny jokes. I'm all about that. Or intelligent comedy. Like I'm not really much into like ratchet comedy and shit like that. Like I don't find that funny. So yeah. Yeah, Ant-Man. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like Ant-Man. Like I said, I like Paul Rudd. And plus it had Michael Douglas in it. Can't beat that. It's a Marvel film. I think they did a good job with it. Yeah, Bill is cool. George Carlin was dope. Was Bill Hicks was dope. Well, I'm telling you, I'm like, man, I know. I'm not like, I don't have a hatred of white people at all. Like, I really don't. I don't like cultural appropriation. I don't like oppressors. I don't like colonizers. I'm very specific. But when it comes to like art, artistry, creativity, or just when somebody does something, I know how to pay homage to like good shit. Yeah, George Carlin, I think, was the best out of all of them. Bill Hicks was probably right there next to him. Bill Hicks was he was spot on for sure. I'm not a big comedy person either. You see, I said the first genre of movie I go to is sci-fi. The next after that will probably be like action. Cause I love me some Jason Statham. Y'all know about Jason Statham. I know London know about that. I love me some Jason Statham, okay? I like watching that man fight. He can kick ass in front of me any day, is what I say. Shit. If I'm rocking with Jason Statham, I know I'm okay. Everything is gonna be all right. Cause he's gonna kick your ass and I'm gonna watch. Oh, you think he handsome, Jason? Uh. But for a white guy, I don't think I would date. I don't think I would be attracted. Daniel Craig. Okay, yeah, of course. He's supposed to be. He was fucking 007. He's supposed to be correct. Handsome. I'm thinking like, let me think. Handsome white guys to me. Handsome white guys to me. Um, of course, like Chris Hemsworth. Of course, he's like adorable. That's the dude that played Thor. He is adorable, like little face and look to him and shit. But like, I would never date him. Like, I could never date a guy like that. He's like it's funny because like his character that he played in the Ghostbusters is what I imagine him to be like in real life. Like just like beautiful and stupid. That's just okay. Now that is probably a white boy that if he like approached me and like if I was into guys back in the day, I would be like, what he talking about? Fucking Tommy. I forget his real name. But he is so not like that character either. That you know he's a great, great actor. Yeah. Yeah, Bradley Cooper is cool. You know Bradley Cooper does the voice of Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy, right? That's Rocket. I love Rocket. That's one of my favorite characters. Mhm. Yeah, I think I like Irish men. I definitely like Irish uh folks. I tend to get along very well with them. Yep, it is that good old Irish stock, right? You can see it all up and through him. He might have like some Italian thing going on too. I don't think I've seen him in anything else lately. I'm trying to think. That's what I'm still trying to think. Like, who have I ever found who's attractive to me? I don't think I'm really like attractive. Like I like the presence. Okay, this person's presence, I absolutely love. Because it's very elegant to me, and that is I don't even know his name, but he is the guy that plays. He be in everything, but I'm just gonna use this because most people have seen either one of these films. But he's the guy that plays Visions in the Avengers, and he's also the voice of Jarvis, Tony Stark's computer system. Like I just love his presence and like the way he carries himself. Like I don't. Yeah, people like Michael Fassbender, but I don't really think I know him all that well. I hear that name a lot. I hear that name a whole lot. What was he in? Give me something that like he was in that you think I would know. Fassbender. I know he'd been into something that I watched. Cause it's he a big name. I'm trying to think. Cause he was up for Doctor Strange, I think, and they gave it to Cumberbatch. But I like the Doctor Strange choice. They made a great choice. Cumberbatch is great as Doctor Strange. Yeah, them Brit boys. That's what they. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Yeah, yeah. I don't even know who is Paul Bettany. I know that name. Why do I know that name? Let me look that up real quick. Cause I know this. That sounds very familiar to me, and I need to see Fassbender's face too, so I can bring it to my mind. Let me pop this chat out. Yeah. Oh, Paul Bettany. That's his name. Okay, that's him. That's right. You're right. You're right. You're right. That's his name. That is his name. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is. He's good in British, huh? Damn, I ain't know that. That's interesting. My great grandfather was British. That's why my last name comes from. That's weird. That is weird. Yeah, I get it. Hugh Jackman is always going to be my Wolverine, okay? And there's so much talks around that character right now. It is so much talks, but y'all know he had left. Logan was his exit. Um because Sony the whole I don't know if you guys know, but Sony is being a bitch about the rights and not really trying to allow Marvel back the rights to their characters. And so he's kind of caught up in that because that character is X-Men. It's actually X-Men belongs to the Marvel universe. But for whatever reason, Sony has the rights to it. So it's separate from Disney. So they're talking about recasting Wolverine, but Hugh Jackman wants to come back because them bringing back the Wolverine stories and doing the X-Men, Marvel is now trying to revisit those stories. So Hugh Jackman, if Marvel is involved with anything having to do with Wolverine, Hugh Jackman wants to come back, basically. And I can understand that. I would too. I mean, that's our fucking Wolverine, but some people feel like he too old, this, that, and third. I'm like, fuck that. We need to get out of that, man. That's our Wolverine, yo. Man, bring Hugh Jackman back. The hell out of here. Like I'm with that all day. Did y'all see Logan? Logan was sad. First of all, I didn't even want to see the shit because I knew it was gonna be going. That's it. He did. It was excellent. It was filmed beautifully. The cinematography was great. I'm just like, man, Hugh Jackman, he got a brother? Shit. Who is his brother? I don't know his brother. What you mean in the show? The one like the damn, I forget the character. Leaf? That's not his real brother in real life. You're not talking about Leaf, are you? Leaf's a good actor. Sabretooth. Okay, I think that's not just what we're talking about. Yeah, Sabretooth. That's Leaf. Damn. I forget his last name. Sabretooth. He was a good Sabretooth, actually. I love that I love that X-Man. That was or is that Origins? I think that's a Leave. Script Schreiber. Yeah, that's who it is. Leave. Oh, you think he's handsome? Interesting. He gives that rugged man look. If you like that rugged man, that man's man look, I'll definitely say he definitely gives that. Yeah, they should, man. They shouldn't have did that. They shouldn't have did that the way they did that because they needed them two in. They needed Sabretooth and Wolverine in more films together. Damn, they should have never did that like that. They fucked that damn X-Men franchise up, man. They fucked that up. I'm sorry, I'm on here like, see, that's what I started to do. I started to do my YouTube talking about comic book shit. I started to say, fuck all of this bullshit. Let me just sit over here and talk about some sci-fi comic book. Let me rack up 1 million subscribers and 40 million views. Okay? How about that? Woo! Oh, you want to talk Infinity War? Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay? Let me tell y'all something. Thanos didn't come to play with they asses. Okay? Thanos did not come to play. That shit was not a happy film. Nobody walked out of there feeling good. Okay. Everybody walked out upset. Everybody walked out out of Avengers Infinity War hurt, confused. Where did they go? But where did they go? Where did they go? Exactly. It's like you gotta love them and you gotta hate them, but you have to give him his props. That thing, man, that man came through there and did his thing. I'm trying to tell you, he came through there and did the thing. I'm a Hulk. Oh my God, I'm a Hulk lover too. I love Hulk, and you know it's a reason why why everything is happening to the Hulk the way that it's happening. So just know that everything is happening to the Hulk for a reason. Everything is happening to him for a valid reason. And I'm hoping that we are going to see an evolution in Hulk. I'm hoping that we get the Hulk that I think we might be getting. We get that Hulk, it's going down. Yeah. Yeah. They have like, okay, so you know, like throughout the comics, there always have been like rewrites and or like there'll be a different author of a different period or subscription or whatever. But throughout, there's been different types of Hulks, I guess you would say, maybe about 4 or 5 different versions of it. But they have one that's called World Breaker Hulk. And that's one that's been rumored they've been talking about for quite some time. Like people are like hoping and speculating that hopefully he'll turn into what they will turn into World Breaker Hulk. And basically that is him being cognizant of Banner and Hulk, but also have taken on this immense amount of power. And I forget how he gets this boost in power, but there's a reason in how he gets the boost. I think it has something to do with him going back through that Bifrost when Hamza sent him through. I think it has something to do with that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that aspect, but it's supposed to be a more improved version of him. But this is where when it's World Breaker Hulk, he does not go back to being Banner. That's the thing about it. He doesn't go back to being Banner, but he's World Breaker Hulk, but he has the functions of Banner still and the functions of Hulk. So yeah. Yeah, me too. That's one of my favorites. Doctor Strange. I said that's one of my top favorites characters in the Marvel universe because I just like I like the set of powers that he was given. I think I rank the characters that I like according to like powers that I wouldn't mind having, and his powers are definitely I would take his gifts any day if they were bestowed upon me. I would absolutely take them, and I don't know. I feel like I have a lot. I understand that character a lot. Like I felt like I love the way like they showed us how his mind, his memory was photographic. I'm a lot like that. Like I can look at something, like I can flip through a book, or I can look through something and get the gist of it, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and go with that. I don't know what, or like I receive like huge downloads of information, and and it'll end up being like correct. It's just weird. It's like crazy shit. So like I understood that character. I understood that dude. You know what I mean? Like I got it. I think he's a dope, dope, dope ass character. I love what they did with him. I love what they did with him when him and Thanos met up, battled. Like I was like, oh shit, they giving you the multi-dimensional look at Doctor Strange. Cause it was multi-dimensional. That nigga was on like when he split from himself, he was on like 8 to 9 different dimensions at one time. See that shit? That shit was crazy. And then he's over, man. Rocket said, "Does your friend always do that shit?" Look over there, that nigga like tweaking out. He was tweaking out. That dude, man. That dude, like, how you have insight into seeing 14,602 scenarios of a situation. What? Man, give me them powers, okay? Please, somebody, somebody, please. Man, you could never go wrong because you always know what the outcome is. You always know what the outcome could be because you can just go within yourself and figure it out. That's really what that shit is. That's what that character is about. Everything that he needs to do, he goes within himself to do it. I love it, man. I freaking love it. I think that was Marvel stepped up their franchise when they put out Doctor Strange. Um I don't think they knew that prior to them doing that, but they definitely know now. They stepped it up. They amped it up a lot when Doctor Strange hit. Even visually. Even visually, because nobody else had tried that visual camera tricky shit since damn, what's the movie that Leonardo DiCaprio was in? Uh y'all know what I'm talking about. The famous one with the where everything was moving around and stuff like that. Nobody else has done that since then because you can't do that too much. And then you really, really, really are biting. But yeah, man, Marvel stepped it up with Strange. I do not collect comic books. I don't. Mm-mm. I have my Marvel comic app that I have on my iPad and my phone. Inception. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to think of. I knew it began with the I. I was over here like I had my mouth like I just couldn't get it. I couldn't think of it. No, it's Captain Marvel. There's only one. It's Captain Marvel, and it's a female. It's a she. Actually, yeah. At the end of well, yeah. Okay. Sorry, y'all, if y'all ain't seen it. Spoiler alert. But one of the ending scenes where you got Captain Fury, I'm the Captain Fury. We got Nick Fury and Agent damn, I'm about to say Coulson. I forget the agent, and the pager goes off, and you saw the symbol that came up. That's what Captain Marvel. And that's a lot of like huge like Marvel fans like are waiting. I'm even waiting for this shit. Like I'm just I'm like really happy to see a lot of I don't give a damn black, white, green, yellow. I don't care at this point. I'm really happy to see the presence of female heroes on the screen. Like I was very excited about Wonder Woman because we have not gotten that. Y'all know that we don't see females. We don't see women as not females. We don't see women as heroes on TV enough and in films. So the presence of Captain Marvel is very exciting to me because she's like one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel comic universe. So this is going to be interesting. Um, I'm very, very, very excited. So they didn't call her ass. So we already know. We supposed to be getting a Captain. We definitely getting a Captain Marvel movie. I hope they do that shit dope as hell. I was already freaking lit and excited because it was already a pager. He already paged her ass. So what that tell y'all? The time period, the film, that shit is gonna be in the 90s when pages was popping. So that's why I said this better be a good film with a good soundtrack. It should be really good. I think it would be good. It's gonna be good to see ourselves, to see people in the 90s, like what we used to look like. I think it's gonna be dope. Who destroyed the stone? Gamora? Gamora never destroyed the stone. She just knew where it was. I'm trying to think. Yeah, she just knew where it was. And no, the red hair girl. Oh, you talking about Vision's stone. Okay, yeah. But remember, but we can't, yeah. Okay, but remember with the Infinity Gauntlet, that's the gold glove that Thanos is wearing. See, Thanos already has the soul stone. So with the soul stone, you can alter that. I mean not the soul stone, excuse me. He already has he had all by that time he had already had the time stone. That was the reason why he was able to run that back when she took that shit when she was trying to destroy it, from with visions, when she had destroyed it. He ran that shit back. He was like, "Fuck that shit. Let me run that shit back, bitch." Okay, run it back. Rewind. Boom. That's what I'm saying. He couldn't do that because he already had the time stone at that point. Remember Doctor Strange? That to me is the sole key. That's that stone. See, I can't get my thoughts are moving so much faster than my mouth. It's cause like this shit is so detrimental. It's so like that time stone and that power stone to me are two of the most powerful stones in that Infinity Gauntlet. The power, of course, because power is the purple one. The power is bringing all of the shit together and it's giving it the amp, the boost that it needs. But then when you got the time, nigga, you can manipulate everything. You can manipulate everything with time. That's what this whole shit is about. That's what science fiction is. Time, time travel. That's what it is. Yeah, there was some weird and shit in my chat. Like, Marquita, you still here? Oh no, you probably weren't here anyway earlier. Anyway, I'm gonna just get ready to shut this down. Anybody still out there? Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Um, yeah, I can. I could see him setting it up because he is pivotal in this Infinity War. He is. As you can see, he was definitely pivotal in what's taking place, what took place. Um, and that's why I was going back and forth with a friend of mine about because she feels like ain't nobody coming back. And I don't agree with that. Um, I don't agree with that. I think time has been manipulated. Strange knew that. It was a part of the scenarios that he saw. And this was everything that man does is calculated. So he in that one scenario that was the one scenario that they won, he had to give up the time stone. There was no way around it. He had to give that up. So I definitely think that there is something that he sees that he knows that we don't know. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't believe for a minute that we didn't lost um Black Panther, we've lost all these other people. I don't think so. You think they're in another dimension? I don't. I think this is what I think. And this is where I feel like my homegirl may have missed that. This is what I think. Because remember, we're dealing with this infinity gauntlet and we're dealing with all of the elemental powers of this gauntlet. One of those is the reality stone. The reality stone, remember, is the red stone, which is also the same powers that Scarlet Witch has. Let me also, AKA, if you don't know, didn't know, the red stone, that's Aether. Remember in Thor, the Thor is not Ragnarok, the second Thor, when they had Jane, what's her name? Jane Thompson, I can't remember her name. But his little uh lady that he liked, that Thor liked, remember she got a hold to the soul stone, to that energy, and it possessed her? That's Aether. That's what the fuck that's what that is. It can be a very destructive source of energy, or it can be an extremely powerful source of energy. It's all in how you harness it and use it. Um, yeah, I mean, like these these stones, like it's powerful as fuck. Uh, The thing is, to me, I feel like when you manipulate time, what he did was he erased. It's almost like they erased the existence of some of the newer coming heroes. And whereas what we saw was left were the original Avengers, with the exception of Okoye. But we know why Okoye was still there because if you think about it, Wakanda is a world within a world. So Okoye has been living within a world. So now she's on the outside of her world and in the world. So therefore, she might not have disappeared, but she ain't Black Panther. So she didn't necessarily wear that responsibility. But whereas when you fold back the creases of time, you're getting rid of everything that had happened in that particular period. So he got rid. It was like he erased Spider-Man, the Black Panther, he erased all of that shit, and we went right back to the first Avengers movie. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like they fucking finna do to us, and they finna play off us. We finna go right back to the first Avengers movie because they're gonna take us right back to the first original Avengers, y'all. No doubt. Thanks for definitely stopping by London. Have a good night, a good day. I'm actually gonna be shutting this down in a few minutes because right now I'm just rambling, talking about comics and shit. So I'm about to get off of here. But but that's just me, cause like I'll be thinking about shit way too deep than what it has to be. But I always put everything. I look at everything from a realistic perspective and a metaphysical, and then there's the holistic perspective. So it's almost like three different perspectives we can kind of like look at it. So anything that I look at, I really like dissect it down to like some deeper shit than what it really has to be. And sometimes it don't be that deep. Sometimes it's just not that deep, but I make it deeper than what it needs to be. But that's a whole nother subject for another day. So I'm thinking that's what I think because we already know that there's going to be a Black Panther 2. We know that. We definitely know Spider-Man 2. They already started working on that one. So a lot of and not only that, I think um not the Scarlet Witch, but my girl, my girl, Romanoff, Black Widow. Black Widow's supposed to get a movie. I really hope they give her this movie, god damn it. Like, y'all know y'all gonna go see Scarlett Johansson in her own fucking Marvel film. Come on now. They playing with that. Okay, yeah, see, I done seen all of it. And then before then I was a nerd, and then I did the whole thing where I got ready for Infinity War by rewatching everything, starting from the beginning. I even went back and watched like shit that ain't even in the Marvel universe, like The Incredible Hulk, which was actually really damn good. But I even, you know what I'm saying? And I might Cause I had to have some sci-fi shit, and I love like the comic based stuff. So I don't know. I might sit here and start watching like some old X-Men stuff today. Cause I'm just kind of like now I'm hyped up after talking about it. It ain't nothing else out. I watched this movie Rampage yesterday. That one with Crazy Face, The Rock. I like The Rock. How can you not like The Rock? I don't know why. I love that man and his crazy personality. It's just something about him. Just I don't know. I like him. But I watched that yesterday. What's that? Yeah, it was okay. It was interesting to me because it was based in Chicago, which I thought was very ironic. There's so especially right now with so much stuff going on in Chicago and how you have these three humongous creatures that have this rage virus coming through Chicago tearing shit up, fighting each other. Isn't that ironic? Chicago. And they brought the city to its knees. They basically was about to do the stealth bomber airstrike on the fucking city of Chicago. So I'm trying to tell you, I watch shit. I don't just be watching shit just to entertain myself. Like I look at the deeper aspect. I thought I was just gonna be watching me a movie. I really wanted to just kind of like, like get away for a second as I was on my way home yesterday. And I was just like, let me just watch me a little movie, a little mindless movie. No, here it is. It's based in Chicago, all this destruction going on. And just the day prior, they didn't kill Zach. So of course I'm just like, damn, I can't even get away. I was trying not to be deep on anything. And I mean, I feel like everything has meaning behind it. But like I said, when you got three oversized creatures, and keep in mind, one of them is a albino gorilla. I think I said before on one of Troop's lives, what do gorillas represent in films? Who do they represent? All right, I don't need to say it because I don't need to say it who they represent. But I'm saying it to say like you have these three oversized creatures and they're fighting in the city of Chicago, tearing shit up, killing people, wreaking all types of fucking havoc to the point where the military is about to issue a stealth bomber bomb. I mean, a bomb. They're about to drop a bomb on the city of Chicago. That's deep, man. That basically says to me they'd rather drop a bomb on y'all and get rid of y'all like that. Cause y'all ain't nothing. They'd rather drop a bomb on y'all shit. And to just say fuck it, cause it's useless. That's just deep. It's just deep to me. It's deep. Like I was just dumbfounded watching the film. Like really? Y'all gonna bring Chicago to his knees? Damn. All right. It's deep. It's deep. Like I didn't expect to get that out of it. I really didn't. But like I said, ironically, I happened to watch it the next day after Zach being killed. So that, I don't know, maybe it just spoke to me because of where I am. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Of course. Of course. Like, they supply the weapons for war, weapons for your mass destruction. Of course. What they call it, what they said? How did shit go? Something for silent wars? Whatever. Quiet weapons for silent wars? Something like that? Oh, however the saying goes, man. Yeah. Hmm. Anyway, I think my time is up. I think I'm gonna get off. I thought I saw Miss Ride was live over here. I think she had some food popping off. I know Monica's supposed to go on live later, so I'm looking forward to that. Think she got her Oh Lord, look like Miss Right over there frying some fish, honey. I should have been over there. Shoot. Miss Right be over here just doing all kind of stuff. All right, Sharice. Um, everybody, whoever else is out there listening, out there in the trees and in the benches, if that's even a thing. Y'all have a good day. And I'll see you guys later on in the YouTube land. And I'm out this bitch for a second. Yeah. Maybe I play a song. No, bye. No.